So I'm joined now with Patrice Lauzon, ice dancing coach to world champions Tessa, Virtue, and Scott Moir, as well as, well, there's so many teams now. I don't know, how do you keep it all straight? How tough is that to manage all these top teams?
I would say I don't think it's that tough.
Okay.
It is a lot of hours, but I like it, and I like all of my team. And once you take in a team like this, you're very committed to them, and it's like we don't say yes to everybody. We just we make sure we have the time for them, and we can give them all of our attention.
This season is obviously a pretty important one. Can you talk about the choice of music and off-season training that has sort of played into preparing all of your teams for this season, or is it a different approach with each team?
Every team has a different approach, but for some reason this year it was pretty easy with everybody. We didn't wait too long on the music choices. It went very smooth, and I'm super happy with everybody's program. So
okay. Tessa and Scott coming off an enormous season, a very successful comeback season, obviously. Can you tell us about, specific about Scott and Tessa's off-season training and sort of direction in music and choreography?
But they had a really good off-season. They have an amazing team in Montreal with a group called B210. Which takes care of all of their off-ice and gym and preparation and all that, and so they're super ready. They're super well trained. Everything is organized and planned, and I'm really happy about that.
Okay. How soon after Helsinki did you start looking at music choices, or did that happen even before Helsinki?
Oh yeah, that happens before.
Okay.
We're always looking for music. We're always thinking ahead. There's no way you can, especially when you have many teams like we do, there's no way you can do that just after World. Yeah, it's an ongoing process throughout the years, and you just keep searching and looking for ideas and think ahead.
Okay, so enlighten us on Tessa and Scott's choices this season.
So for the short dance, they're doing Latin, of course.
Oh wow, Latin! That's a good choice.
But to the 70s rock music that have a Latin feel to it.
Okay.
So the first piece is the Rolling Stones. And then they go into the Eagles, and then they finish with Santana at the end. But it has every piece has a very strong Latin feel to it with the Latin instrument. So it's really cool.
Now, we recall them doing Latin in the past, and it's something that seems to come very naturally. Do all those fast twitch muscles still exist in them, or did they have to rediscover that? Did you try and shape it in a slightly different way?
Shape it in a different way. I'm not sure, because we didn't go back and look at what they were doing. So I'm not sure if we did shape it a different way than we're doing. But yes, we did try to shape it in a certain way so that we work closely with a ballroom teacher. Her name is Jeanette, and she's really good. And Maggie made the choreography with them, and we tried to make it as true to ballroom as possible, but at the same time keep it fresh and new, and have that little edginess to it, and very sharp. It's a very fast and energetic program. and it suits them very well.
We, of course, recall your 2006 Latin short dance. We know it from the Olympics for a different set of reasons, but it was incredibly powerful, really exciting, energetic. Do you get just sort of do those old feelings and that old competitive spirit kind of muster back when you hear this music? And do you put yourself back into that frame of mind?
No, my skating days are long gone. I don't consider myself as a skating person anymore. I'm a coach.
Right.
It hasn't been that long, but it feels long for me. I don't even think I remember that program. I don't ever, because of what happened in the Olympics, I don't ever watch it. So.
We won't talk about it. But when you're on the ice with them and sort of getting the movements and so forth, does it is this a more exciting and fun dance to work on than if it was the waltz or something else, for example?
No. I was dreading a bit Latin. I'm not. It's not my favorite type of dance.
Okay.
But actually, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it.
Why is that? Why is it not your favorite?
I'm more. It is. I like more the type of dance where there's a lot of emotion into it. Like it's for more storytelling, more contemporary. That's more my natural go-to, and all of our team actually are naturally drawn to that type of dance. So ballroom is more actual just dancing and moving and not as emotional. But we do try to make it, to link the two. That's what we're trying to do. But in natural, to me, it doesn't feel as emotional.
I see. Okay.
But I'm actually really liking it. All of our teams have super good program. And yeah, I'm happy.
Okay, and their free dance.
Their free dance is Moulin Rouge.
Okay.
They're the one that wanted to skate to it from the top, and at the beginning I wasn't 100% sure, but the concept I think is fabulous. It's super strong. We're using the beginning of the program is really powerful and really sharp, and then it goes to a more romantic side of them, and the mix of the two together is crazy.
Okay, that's an unusual choice when they often pick music that's not very well known or not very recognizable. Is there a risk to that, do you think?
Actually, it's the opposite. There's always a risk in taking something that's not known. The only risk in taking something known is that somebody could say it's not as original, but they've taken it in a way that is super original. So then you have the mix of the two, and it's perfect.
Right. When you choose music that other skaters have skated to as well, did you sort of look at some of those programs and what they did? No, nothing. Okay.
I'm not a big fan. My wife is the same. I'm not a big fan of watching videos to get inspired. We like, because to us it's the only way to keep it original and fresh is to not watch too much, because then it's very easy to get influenced, and then what you do will probably look like something else that's been done before.
Right. Okay.
The tricky part is that we might do something that looks like something and we don't know.
Right.
But at least we don't know.
Enjoy the ignorance, right? So Tessa and Scott have now, this will be their third Olympic season.
Yeah.
Do you talk about the Olympics much? Is that
we
preparation?
do.
And what do those conversations look like? Are they in it to win it, or do they not talk about medals?
Oh yeah, they're in it to win it, of course. But they're in it to push themselves more than anything else. The goal of their comeback is because they thought they had still improvement to do, and they still wanted to bring to the sport, and then they still wanted to train, and that's what they're doing. The goal is winning, but the journey is the way to get there, and that's the important part.
Okay. Is it still everything harmonious with both the world silver medalists and the world championship champions? Working
we have a very high, it's not just with them. We have the Americans that are pretty strong, and we have other really strong team in our school, and the trainings are super good, and I separate the training sometimes, but sometimes they train together, and it's very well. Yeah, the energy is good, and and I don't think we've ever had a team in our school where the energy wasn't good.
Okay.
It's that way, and then it communicates with the other teams, and they come in and it just feed off of each other, and they push each other, and I think it's one of the reasons why we're getting success out of the school is that camaraderie of training and pushing each other.
After the short dance in Helsinki, when 3 of your teams were all in the top 3, so the Canadians, the French, and the Americans, Hubble and Donahue. What was your feeling? What were you thinking and feeling in that moment?
That was pretty crazy because I knew it could happen, but it actually happened and see it was pretty fun. Yeah, it was our goal, so it was nice to see, and it's still our goal. So it'll be a fun year.
Was that sort of a glimmer or an indication that Hubble and Donahue they've got the goods to also be on the Olympic podium?
Yeah, but we've known for a while that they've had the goods because we see them training every day with 1 and 2. So we know that they have the goods, and we know in training we watch them. They're pushing the other ones too. So it's that team atmosphere is so good to watch. And yeah, they're just the only thing missing now is learning to put it on the spot at the right moment. Right. That's the only thing that's missing.
Okay. What was that disappointment like after their free dance and Zach's very unfortunate fall?
That was very disappointing.
And how tough
for them.
was it for them to get back into training or get back into the frame of mind?
It wasn't tough to go back in training because they're like, for them the goal is the Olympics, so this was just it's one step on the way to the Olympics. Yes, they were depressed, and it was hard to get over, but not hard to go back to training. So.
Okay. And on the flip side, Papadakis and Cicerone, hitting a new world record in the free dance score. Tessa and Scott reclaiming, or winning the world title again. How many directions were you pulled in terms of, emotions amongst your team?
But for me, as a coach, when I go to a competition like this, is I always get easy drawn to the one that's didn't have such a great moment, because I feel that's the one that needs my attention, or because they need the support. The one that just won or had the great skate of their life, like they're taken care of.
They're good.
They're good.
Yeah, sure.
So for me, I know it'll be like the next couple of competitions are going to be hard on me because there's always going to be somebody that's didn't win.
Sure.
But that's part of the game.
Right.
What did you? I'm okay with that. So.
Right. What did you say to Madison and Zach, or what advice did you give them? What did you do more listening?
Yeah, I was more listening, and they're working with a super good mental trainer. Her name is Stephanie, and she's really, really good. So they're really well taken care of. So, and I really trust in her. She was working with us too when we were skating. So, in good hands.
Excellent. Any other goals you want to share with us in terms of preparation for the Olympic season and advice that you give into your teams? Or is it top secret?
No. There's nothing we do is top secret. Like our school is open. People come in and watch all the time, and I don't like keeping secrets. I don't believe in it. Basically we train every single one of them. It's not just for Tessa, Scott, Gabin, Guillaume, or the Maddie and Zach. Any of our team, we train them to the best that we can. Like people think it's weird training 1 and 2 or even 1, 2, 3. But for us, we see it as it's normal. Like it's like when you have children, you'll teach or try to do the best that you can for each one of them. Like you don't treat them differently. And for our kids, it's the same. When I work with Tessa and Scott, I give them my 100% attention, and I want them to succeed. And then when I do with the French, it's the same, and Americans, the same, and Spanish or Danish, Danish is the same. I find it very easy to do because I put my focus into one team, and then that's it.
Right. In an interview in Helsinki with Papadakis and Cicerone,
Yep.
they described sort of some of the personalities of each of the three coaches.
Yep.
And they said about you that you're very comforting and soothing when there's stress or when there's anxiety or tension. Do you feel that? Do you think that you have that touch and that influence on your skaters?
Yeah, I'm somebody that's very calm in nature. Like I don't get much ups and downs. I'm pretty neutral.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can see that. Yeah.
Okay. And is Marie France a little less
Oh, yeah.
sort of steady? She's
That's why she's good at what she does. Like she's an emotional person. That's why she's a good choreograph. I'm more drawn to the technical planning and all of that because that's more in my nature, I think our team works of coaches because of that, because we understand each other. Romain, me, Marie-France, Pascal, and we use other stuff. So like we're like 8-10 people that work at the rink. And we use what's best on each other, and we stand on each other, and we don't walk on each other's steps, and we trust each other, and that's why it works.
Okay. Well, congratulations on all your success,
Thank
and
you.
best of luck in this very important Olympic season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Patrice.